Let's talk shift to football. Obviously, a lot of football news out there. It is prediction season. Magazines are coming out or are out. Athlon's had Ole Miss, I believe, 5, 6, or 7, somewhere there yesterday in their preseason top 25. Phil Steele is high on Jackson Dart, and the Ole Miss wide receivers will be visiting with Phil here in the coming weeks as we do annually to preview his magazine as well. One of the best in the country still, I believe. But Phil's that Ole Miss and their offense, could be one of the best in the nation, one of the top 5 in the nation, and that's high cotton, so to speak, when you start talking about. You look around the country, we know that Texas, and we've kind of combed through this throughout the offseason, Texas, Oregon, Ohio State, Ole Miss, those are just some of the offenses that are extremely high-powered, led by really good quarterback play, really good receiver play, and despite the fact that Ole Miss, what looks like, will do a running back by committee approach, or at least today it looks like that from the outside looking in, still one of the best offenses in the country.
Yeah, no, when you open a Phil Steele book, or if you get it digitally like I did this morning, you're able to start reading it now, and it's just numbers after numbers after numbers, a very analytic, computer-based approach, kind of compared to what Athlon and Lindy's puts out, which is more kind of journalistic style, so to speak, I guess. But, yeah, he's very high on the passing offense for Ole Miss with Dart coming back, with Trey Harris, Jordan Watkins, and then the additions they've got coming in with Juice Wells and Deion Smith, and then expecting Aiden Williams and Caden Lee to take that next step, after having some freshman growing pains last season, but still being contributors at different points of the year. He's got them kind of with the projecting, he throws out these averages for each phase of the offense and defense and passing offense. He's got them projected to average just under 310 passing yards a game, which has got him second in the SEC behind, which I was kind of shocked that 322.5 for LSU. He's obviously, the numbers or his computers like what Nussmeier and that offense might be able to do. But then there's Ole Miss, and then Georgia right behind them with Carson Beck. So they're right there. Then when you kind of break it down nationally, he's got Memphis from, if I comb through it correctly, at the highest average with 334. Oregon right behind them, 332, and then LSU, and then Arizona, which that West Coast stuff still plays, and then Ole Miss is right there at the 5th best passing offense projection in the country. So, that's all good news for Ole Miss fans. Their rushing number was a little low, 173.2, which, maybe that's not low, but especially losing Judkins and, like you said, running back committee, you got to hope, you can have a guy have a bad game, but the other guys have kind of got to have a good week. You can't really have them all have bad weeks one at a time, or that average will take a hit. But, he's obviously seen a lot that he likes. And this also bodes well for Dart and, the Heisman chatter. He's got to have good games almost, as we know, every 12 weeks you got to have a good Saturday.